Back then, after I sacrificed most of my knowledge, power, and ultimately my voice to maintain a human form, I spent the long, meandering days in listless wandering. Until I met Alice, and she corrupted me. In truth, it's not that I'm any smarter than the other angels. I chose to offer up my voice back then because, well, how does that saying go? Fortune favors the bold? The heavens demanded silence and punishment, so I thought a lifetime of voicelessness could be a good bargaining chip. Alice had quite an interesting remark after hearing about it all. She said, "The daughter of the sea offered up her voice to gain legs. The children of the air did the same to gain form, and now the daughter of the heavens sacrificed her voice to become human." Klee is adorable. But Alice is worried I might have a bad influence on her brain development, so she doesn't let me speak in her head. Do you think that makes me seem weird to Klee? Ask her for me next time, will you? And put in a good word. In another converged possibility, Albedo was the primordial human who traveled through worlds, recording and creating all. However, once that journey reached its end, no one would have been able to guarantee whether he would choose destruction or salvation. Luckily, you're the one who embarked on the journey this time. How did the alternate Albedo fare? I can no longer observe that possibility. Besides, copying someone else's answer is of little use. The journey is your own. So, if for some strange reason, Mona and Barbie are still refusing to meet face-to-face, and their only contact is through letters, well, I suppose it's understandable. It wasn't until after Rhindaughter turned 20 that I actually met her in person. Alice said it wasn't convenient for Conrians to come and go, so she brought letters back and forth instead. Alice said she sent that little witch hunter on her quest because it makes life more entertaining. She warned me to be careful not to get caught, but this little girl sounds like quite an interesting child. If she actually manages to find me, I think it would be fun to go treasure hunting together. I've been Anya's fan since the beginning. I love all her stories. So, of course, I cannot wait to see how this final, ever-evolving masterpiece of hers is going to unfold. And I will protect it at all costs. I'd rather us not meet, actually. It's not that I dislike her, it's more of a complex on my part. Kind of like how a weak student feels running into the top of the class. The older angels love to talk about the exceptional young woman from the neighboring area with ties to the Archangel. Safe to say, Zibai's name came up a lot. It's such a shame that Yae Publishing House wasn't around during Anya's era of writing. I don't think commercial writing is at odds with Anya's style at all. I'm sure Miss Yae cares about the business side of things, but her personal taste is what drives her success. At the very least, she doesn't confine authors to a box or mass-produce a single trope until something more popular comes along. She focuses on introducing things that are new and fresh. I'm the one who deserves her admiration. The book was my idea to begin with. All Mr. Nine did was refine it, polish it, and actually write it all out. Oh, should I introduce myself again? Looks like no interference from Alice's self-introduction magic this time, so I suppose I'll just go ahead. I'm Nicole. As you can see, I'm... again? Guess I spoke too soon. Not the best idea I have ever had. Metaphors speak for themselves. What am I now, you ask? Just a human who's lost her voice. In truth, it's thanks to the Seelie that there is always treasure at the end of the rainbow. Good morning. Good afternoon. Nighttime is when inspiration strikes the most, so it was also the most common time for people of the past to encounter angels. I suppose they're the ones who are largely to blame for why we turned into a bunch of night owls. Although, that's not quite accurate. It's not like we had biological clocks or sleep cycles. What we did was more akin to regular functional maintenance. So, I suppose it was just a matter of avoiding the evening hours. Heading to bed already? Good night then. As long as an author still lives, the most they can hope for is to create something popular. People are an amalgamation of the present after all. Just as it's impossible for an academia scholar to have 20 years of knowledge at the beginning of their studies, a modern author cannot hope to write a classic in their own time. In other words, all one can do is simply write what is interesting. Anyway, I'm not the one doing the writing, so I feel a little pressure in that regard. In the past, angels often relied on allegory as a means of communication. Why? Well, because as society changes, allegories lose their effectiveness. So, more often than not, the key to interpreting them is lost forever. And I must say, thank goodness for that. Sometimes, the people of the past would obsess over the strangest questions. The kind we couldn't just answer or ignore, but toss a cryptic allegory at them and, well, problem solved. All that is to say, if an angel starts speaking in metaphors and allegories, you might be asking the wrong question. My sculptures are a perfect example of this tactic. The little squirrel is actually a metaphor for humanity. Lately, it's been getting harder and harder to get Mr. Nine to listen to me. Ever since regaining her intellect, all she does is argue with me about plot points and writing choices. You're quite knowledgeable. Any interest in becoming my new ghostwriter? In terms of us working together, I suppose going on adventures is the safest option. If I were to go through event after event since the beginning of time, things could get dangerous. You have my full trust, of course, but I'm not as free as Alice to do as I please. Although, if you're the only one I tell, I suppose it should be fine. This isn't just decorative. It's proof that I've been recognized by the heavens once again, but this time as a human. Huh? What does being human mean to me? Oh, well, it's being free and not so free, I suppose. Come to think of it, perhaps my circumstances haven't improved that much. Oh, a story? You really want to hear one? You actually do, don't you? Well, that makes me so happy. Most of the time, when I open with, "A long, long time ago," it's because I'm explaining some complicated thing or another. But since we're just chatting... Arcadia? Long Gone? Delphi? Patra? There are so many stories I could tell. Do you know why squirrels are a good metaphor for humans? Because both belong to the, Euarchontoglires classification. Sure, let's go with that. Are you familiar with that term? I learned it from Alice. Making sculptures is my way of keeping records. The written word loses meaning over time. Besides, documents crumble and disintegrate, while paintings return to blank canvases as their pigment fades. Sculptures, at least, have a better chance of standing the test of time. And no, it's not because my handwriting is ugly. I'm too lazy to write things down, or I can't be bothered to practice painting. just so we're clear. The idea of writing a novel came about after reading Anya's work. That's when I first discovered that the metaphors angels love so much could be used to tell stories. I had something to say, along with a wealth of indelible memories to draw upon. So, it felt both like something I was meant to do and a path to self-fulfillment all at once. In the end, though, I was far too lazy to follow through. Lost knowledge can be relearned over time. Lost power can be regained with training. But when certain possibilities run their course or fade away, it is best for them to remain forgotten. After all, what matters most is the stability of the present moment. Letting regret or remorse drive us to resurrect what has been lost could leave us with a future we are unable to control. The angels who forsook wisdom in favor of power became corrupted dragons like Ursa, ones without distinct elemental characteristics. Of course, over time, heroes have hunted them to near extinction. What if I had chosen power like those dragons? It's difficult to imagine. I'd like to think my scales would have been a glittering silver, though. Humanity is such an intriguing, brilliant species. Giving up my wings was not a fall from grace, but a chance to become part of something tangible. Sacrificing my voice did not silence me, but gave me the strength to listen before judging. Divine potential lies within each and every human, and each day I spend among you is more fascinating than the last. Does that not go without saying? At this point, all my closest friends know I'm a chatterbox. So does that mean I don't have to pretend anymore? But what if that gives people headaches, and no one wants to talk to me ever again? Plus, Klee's still not old enough. Guess I need to put on the dignified angel act a little longer. I'm not really picky about food, but I love hot peppers, green onions, and garlic. The stronger the flavor, the better. Not necessarily because of the taste itself, though. When you don't have to open your mouth to speak, you don't have to worry about the spice burning your throat. So, when Alice, Barbie, and I had a spicy food eating contest, I won. Even with tears streaming down my face and feeling like my lips were on fire, I won. Sore throat, bad breath. Doesn't mean a thing to me. Of course, I did brush my teeth and wash out my mouth afterwards. That's a tough question. As long as the food is made well, I'll pretty much eat anything. This is absolutely delicious. Oh, how sweet. I can certainly tell how much thought you put into it. Oh, what a curious aroma. Oh, do I have to? Happy birthday! I hid your birthday gift inside a chest and set up a bunch of puzzles for you to solve. Come on, I'll guide you through it. Just like that, the group was thrown into a panic, staring at Nicole in utter disbelief until a question broke the silence. You knocked Alice out? Why would you do that, Nicole? The very picture of calm, Nicole raised a finger and replied, Alice has exhausted her strength. She'd be nothing but a burden out here on the battlefield. Now, we can take her to rest. But without Alice, how can we possibly hope to be a match for Rhyndaughtr? The group wondered, dismissing Nicole's suggestion. Seeing their frowns of doubt, Nicole stepped forward. Before you stands an angel who has wandered this earth for millennia, she replied. Upon her declaration, the clouds parted, a golden staircase unfolding at her feet, and with a simple step, Nicole began to ascend the stairs of divinity.